Can you feed durian to young children? This was the question that sparked Roshni Matani Chong's entrepreneurship journey. She was then 25 and temping as a babysitter. Creating content to answer such questions became the start of a business empire centered on Asian parenthood.
I would do mom and baby for free. So you didn't have to pay me to do this job because I'm actually just genuinely fascinated about it. I'm fascinated to know what is it that pregnant women need and how are they different across different cultures. I'm fascinated to learn about the breastfeeding journey and how important is it. I'm fascinated about nutrition. So there's so many things about the start of life that catches my imagination, and my natural curiosity makes me want to learn everything about it.
When Roshni started her blog, she was not yet a parent, but she saw a gap in the market. There was lots of parenting advice out there, but little of it was content tailored for Asian parents. Today, that passion project is a business empire with revenue of about $30 million. However, success wasn't guaranteed, even after growing the site's reach and audience.
We expanded into 13 different countries, at our peak 25 million monthly active users. However, after many years of doing so, the realization was media monetization is tough, influencer monetization is tough. So while The Asian Parent was my heart, my soul, and we had spent so much of time and energy to build this amazing application that a lot of moms were using, at the end of the day, it would not be able to be big enough for my investors. So we started to look at other ways to monetize the community, and that's how we ended up getting into products and retail and commerce.
The parenting sector is a crowded and competitive one. For those thinking of starting out in competitive sectors like this, Roshni's advice is to look at your total addressable market. That's the total amount of money you can make selling what you're selling.
How do you win a niche in a niche? Because parenting itself is a niche. Is the market size big enough? Because if the market size is too small, and there's a lot of competition, then it's very, very hard to stand out. But if the market size is really big, and even if there are lots of competition, you can still carve a niche for yourself.
Even though market is crowded, there's always opportunity, because one of the reasons is customer trend, lifestyle, and then demand dynamics actually always moving faster than what companies generally supplying. So that's where the startup always is coming up with a new idea, catching up with a new demand. So whether market is crowded or not is less important. More important thing is whether you capture the new demand, the new customer needs.
Roshni found her niche when she moved to Indonesia. That was in 2016, after her baby was born.
When we were living in Jakarta, it was fascinating because I started to realize that there was a huge opportunity, not just in baby products, but there was a huge opportunity in skincare products that were halal certified. It was glaringly obvious. And when I looked at a lot of the baby products, they weren't halal certified. And when you say a product is halal certified, it's not just about the fact that it's gone through the halal certification process, but it also means the product is really good quality, because it means that there isn't a lot of additives like alcohol in the product.
So Roshni and her team launched a direct-to-consumer brand selling personal care products targeting mothers and babies. The label's unique selling point is that it is halal certified.
So when you're launching a new brand or you're launching a new product, it's really important that you understand who's the target audience for the product. To find that brand identity and understanding why people want a product and how long are they going to use a product and how much are they willing to spend on that time frame for that product.
After finding success online in the media and e-commerce spaces, Roshni's Parent Inc. group moved into the brick-and-mortar space. It acquired luxury retail chain Mother's Work in January 2024.
The offline space is very different from the online space. So we felt that it would complement the skill sets that we have because we live in an omni-channel world. So if we just want to be digital, nobody lives just digitally. So it's really important to have both digital and physical.
So, what can budding entrepreneurs take away from this growth journey from blog to business empire?
If you want to start a business, but you are still not sure, the best advice is start it on a site, right? And then you realize a lot of things. You realize it's harder than you think. You realize you'll be making rookie mistakes. But if you don't do it, you don't do it. So just do something, right? So do it on the side. You can kind of manage your risk.
Once you are convinced that your great idea can reap you big returns, you probably need some cash to get started. Here are some ways to get funding.
If you are a new company that is seeking for funding, I think there are many avenues to achieve that. The simplest one is a business loan that can be obtained through bank and institutions. I think that is the most common form there is out there, which is simple and easy to understand. Of course, other kinds of funding that are available would include crowdfunding, venture capital, government grants.
Now, if you try to create a venture-backed company, you have to understand that your investors are expecting at least 10x return on capital, which means that if they gave you $1 million, they're expecting 10 million back. And generally speaking, venture capitalists like to see a return on investment somewhere between 5 to at maximum 12 years after they give you the funding. So with that kind of really crazy growth rates versus a normal company, which would be really happy about growing 10 to 15% year on year, you really need to be very well prepared for entering into war zone, because every day is going to be wartime.
If your business is likely to operate in multiple geographies, consider a multi-currency account.
What that brings is that they can obtain competitive FX rates, and a business multi-currency account would also enable them to serve their working capital needs in the form of payments to suppliers with a competitive foreign exchange.
Whatever your business idea is, make sure you are in it for the long run.
If you're planning on building companies across multiple regions, please build a company on a subject matter you care about and you like. The worst thing that can happen, and I have so many founder friends, and over drinks they will share with me that actually they don't even like the industry they're in. So it can be really, really horrible, right? I started just with a little hope and a little dream, and I never imagined that it would end up being something across 7 different countries with multiple different operations. But the start of this journey was just really a dream about wanting to do something in the mom and baby space, wanting to have impact. And if I could build a company which had profit and purpose, then I felt like I would have been able to do my life's mission.